Real quick before this video starts, massive thank you to Chivo for editing this one. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the reaction. Deltron 3030's self-titled. So we're listening to the first 21 songs of this album, which is an hour. Lego. Track 1, State of the Nation.
It's the year 3030. And here at the corporate institutional bank of time, we find ourselves reflecting.
What's his name in Alban?
Finding out that in fact, we came back. We were always coming back.
Alright, interesting opener. Let's see. 3030, I've already heard this song before. Got the lyrics up here on Genius so I can follow along with them.
Yo, it's 3030. I want y'all to meet Deltron Zero Hero, not no small feat. Automator, harder slayer, fascinating combination. Cyber warlords are activating abominations. Harmonation with hatred, we ain't with that. We high-tech archaeologists searching for knickknacks. Composing musical stem packs that impacts the soul. Crack the mold of what you think you rapping for. Stakes black, it's our music we must take back. I knew they had the
incredible world building on this song already.
Morph to receptors that catch up every word about gravity control and the families they hold for handsome ransoms. Mega speed, hyper warp the automators, cribbing like the torch. They can't fight the force. Victory is ours once we strike the source. Enterprise and wise men looked at the horizon, thinking more capitalism is the wisdom in prison. All citizens in power with rhythm. We keep the funk alive by talking with idioms.
So this song is about this guy starting an uprising.
For dessert, buried in a deep dirt, mobility inert. I insert these codes for the cataclysm. Ever since I had the vision, use my magnetism in this modern metropolis that tries to lock us up under preposterous laws that's not for us.
Okay, this is actually a really great opener. It does a great job at world building. It does a great job at establishing the concept of this cyborg trying to start an uprising. Or in like a post-apocalyptic world. And apparently all the rich are being like sent off to Mars while the poor have to remain on the planet, I think. Yeah, he's talking about lighting a torch, starting an uprising, or something like that. Yeah, I will say this song is definitely too long. I feel like 7.5 minutes, it does sort of start to drag, particularly towards the midpoint of the song. But I feel like the lyrics are captivating enough to the point where I don't mind it too much, and I can just sort of get lost in that, get lost in the storytelling, get lost in the world that the track is building, which it does very, very well, to be honest. I really appreciate the lyrical content of this song, and I think it brings it up a decent amount. I would give this like an 8.4, I think. Yeah, it's a really great way to start off the concept of this album. The Fantabulous rap Extravaganza.
It's going to be interspectacular, fantabulous. It'll blow your socks off. It's one of those things where machine versus man, man versus woman, woman versus your mother. Be there, intergalactic rap battle. It's instupituous.
Okay.
Some can't be done. Things you can do. Some can't be done.
Yo, Deltron, Thunder Force, ain't no other source of sunlight. 2-ton mic, leave you tongue-tied, running them up with technology with no apology.
Production is pretty incredible. Sampling too is really nice.
All your rhyme histories combined couldn't violate the prime optimist. I swear I fry your components.
Apparently Damon Albarn and Sean Lennon helped with the writing on this album. Nice transition. That song was great. This album is nerdy as hell, but in a way that appeals to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this album it has like a concept, but it's very silly. It's using its concept in a way to not just try and tell a big grand cohesive story. It's using it in a different way, more to like, how do I describe this? Right, I'll put it like this. It's less using an album to tell a story. It's more using a story to make an album, if that makes sense. It's using the story as an excuse to have these tracks about these super, like, goofy things. Like, that song is about him having a highly mechanized suit of armor and just ripping through people, you know what I'm saying? And I love that. This is a nerdy-ass album, and I find it very charming. I think that it's working really well for me so far. I would give that song, like another solid 8, I think. Positive Contact.
Transmutation, brand new statement. My search warrant. Drift by a star, absorb it and store it. Leave Taurus, Corvus, my galaxy's gorgeous. Quantum jump, I'm right at your doorstep.
Positive contact. Positive contact.
Well, what it is you're talking about.
Positive contact. Positive contact.
Even if the record skips, I still wreck. Now I catch more wreck with fast ignition. My last decision, pulse amplification. Verbal war with weapons installation. Blow 'em to stardust, distance 12 parsecs. Illusion phalanx with my literary talents. Just a bit of balance, rip the silence of space. All-star systems are our victims. Atomic synonymous with ominous implications of information and entertainment. Cybertech dialect, you gotta earn my respect.
So I introduce you to Deltron from Tony Hawk's Underground. What are you doing? Hey. Right. Get down. Cat's being a menace. Positive Contact. This song is apparently about him, like, building some sort of underground society from outside of the view of the elites to try and begin his uprising. And I think it's put across in a very interesting way. Again, this album is just, like, it's just fantastically produced beats on top of just some incredible storytelling and world building. I don't really have much to say outside of that. It's fun. It's charismatic. It has just the right amount of goofiness, balanced with the great concept that I think makes this just a really satisfying listen. It was like an 8.9, like just beneath a 9. St. Catherine's Saint.
I got watches over here, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I was in Nam, you know what I'm saying? Pearl Harbor, World War II, 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you into prosthetics? Yo, what's up? I got a leg, yo. I got a wheelchair. Check out my ribs, yo. I'm iced out crazy, son. Yo, check it out, yo. I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you, brother. A couple of things is going down on here that you gotta watch out for. There's a lot of other cats that's gonna try to sell you on that like they know the time. But you gotta come to me.
The Spotify lyrics guy just gave up. Lots of other chatter I don't want to figure out. Obviously, this is many conversations on the street overlaid. Alright.
Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them. Crises precipitate change.
Ooh.
Secretly plotting your demise. I want to devise a virus to bring dire straits to your environment. Crush your corporations with a mild touch. Trash your whole computer system.
Song easily has the smoothest instrumental so far.
The plan is programmed into every one of my 1,000 robots.
I wanna develop a super virus, better by far than an old Y2K. Ghettos are trash dumps with gas pumps, exploded and burnt out since before the Great Union. The last punks walk around like mass monks, ready to manipulate the database or break through them. Human rights come in 100th place. Mass production has always been number one.
Yeah, this is just super smooth. The flow is fantastic.
I wanna devise a virus to bring dire straits to your environment. Crush your corporations with a mild touch. Trash the whole computer system and revert you to papyrus.
Oh, Virus, that's my favorite song so far. It's easily the catchiest song up to this point. Easily. I feel like that's definitely going to be the most re-listenable track, at least out of the songs up to this point. Low 9. Easily my favorite so far.
We offer advanced job placement assistance. So upgrade your grain matter, cause one day main matter.
Bonzi buddy
Upgrade
coming
your
up.
grain matter, cause one day main matter. Upgrade your grain matter, cause one day main matter. Upgrade your grain matter, cause one day main matter.
Coming from the outer regions of the universe, Deltron 0 and Automator. Check it. Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter. Hey, time for you to upgrade. Fuck's sake, conducting electrons, Deltron strengthened with molecular bonds. Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter. Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter.
Okay, I will say, as a song, this is probably my least favorite by like the tiniest little bit, but I still would say it's probably my least favorite up to this point. This one just feels like the repetition does get a tiny bit stale at certain points, and also I feel like the writing on here isn't quite as... I don't know, it's not quite as engaging as some of the other songs. It isn't quite as gripping as some of the other tracks, writing-wise, and I feel like, I don't know, as a part of the concept, it's just sort of like, nah. But still, the beat is incredible. The performances are still super charismatic as a whole. Production's still great. I would still see myself returning to this track a decent amount. So it gets a flat 8. New Coke.
Look out the window. Look at all that bullshit going on down there in the street. What's all that shit floating out in the water as it used to? Remember when a bowl of soup was a nickel? All that bass is gonna break my
Another
ears.
weird ass interlude, no rating. Okay, this instrumental sounds like a Rayman level.
Whoa. Hey, let me ask my man over here. Hey, man, let me ask you a question, man. See if you know what's up. Peep this. Who fuses the music with no illusions, producing the blueprints? Clueless? Automator, defy the laws of nature. Electronic monolith, throw a jam upon the disc. The futuristic loop it with the quickness. Hyper-producing, hydrogen fusion liquids. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Who's that? The mastermind. Genetically tailored every bit of this stimulus.
The day the walls of the cities will crumble away.
The mastermind. Psionically, bionically, forget how you feel, especially formulated. The rest of you fornicated. It takes more than time for me to dead that.
So this song is apparently about Deltron praising Dan the Automator for his production on these songs.
Automator's on the planet Earth and he's gonna stop the war of the world. Now how would he do that? T. 30-30, yeah!
Okay. Alright, that song was solid. I would say that was probably the first one that I don't think I would see myself just like coming back to casually. Like the song's good, but I feel like it just does feel a little samey and a little, I guess, unimportant in comparison to some of the other tracks up to this point. Like this one, out of every song so far, definitely feels like it pushes the story the least. And instrumentally, I feel like, while it's still good, it isn't quite as impressive as some of these other tracks, which is ironic when it's a song about praising the hell out of the producer. You know what I'm saying? I would give that one a solid, like a low to solid 7, like a 7.3, 7.4. Still good, but not one I'd listen to casually. National
We
Movie
interrupt this
Review.
broadcast to bring you this special message. How's it going, eh? Today's movie on the Universal National Network is a classic, starring the two comedic geniuses of North American cinema from the 20th century. We give it 3 thumbs up.
It's another goofy interlude. No rating. Madness.
Yo, in the year 3030, everybody wants to be an MC. They should say you're not allowed.
Caught in the grip of the city. Madness. I'm caught in the grip of the city. Madness. I'm caught in the grip of the city. Madness. I'm caught in the grip of the city. Madness.
Again, sampling it is incredible.
If I had to describe the way I survive is like vice squeezing. The reason I'm black and still breathing. Heathens will breed heathens, so what's occurring? A lot of white boys like to style and copy. Dig it something deeper and you peep that we're not free. It's not about separation, it's about the population.
This slowdown is so good. The bass is insane.
The verb that before that was canarsie. I'm a disturbed and bitter.
Forgot to pause after the song ended, that's my bad. Madness, another great track. I feel like a lot of these songs are just basically on the same level of quality for me. They're all just really well produced songs with fantastic sampling, incredible beats, and super charismatic vocal performances that all do a great job at fleshing out the world of this album. And that song is no exception. I mean, this is all basically in that like 8 out of 10 territory with like two exceptions. Literally 2 exceptions. And that song, again, is like another like, low to solid 8 for me. This one's going to be no rating, because it's an interlude.
Yeah. That's the funky, funky shit. Hey, bust it. Yo, Deltron, tremendous force that ends your course. Every whim is enforced. I send men with torches to rend your fortress, and in the process radiate your optics. Subconsciously,
yeah, a lot of this is reminding me of Gorillas. That's probably because Damon Albarn apparently had a hand in writing a lot of this.
Let my lasers clap at you. I remake my universe every time I use a verse to
apparently that's Damon Albarn on the chorus.
Side barriers provide care within.
Yeah, apparently Damon Albarn's also playing the melodica on this song as well. Time keeps on slipping. Very great track. I will say Damon Albarn's feature, I'm not crazy on it. The vocals are a little bit annoying, but the melodica that he provides on this track is fantastic. I think that this song uses its time fantastically. Being a 5-minute track doesn't overstay its welcome at all. And not only that, I think that this song has some of the most fun writing on the album up to this point as well. I would give that song a low 8. The News, a wholly owned subsidiary of Microsoft Inc. Another goofy interlude, no rating. Turbulence. Is it really a subsidiary of Microsoft? Apparently in this 30-30 post-apocalyptic world.
200 bodyguards, so you can't touch them either. Bodies disappear, obviously a fear. Lobbyists can't get near shit. Everybody's spirits are under control. Computers run with the soul. Elitists, defeatists, they live by the beaches. Bubble dome over the hemisphere, so you can't enter here. We live in the dumps with mutant rodents, with blood red eyes, saliva drips for opponents. Scratch your ID chip off, cause everybody own it. I envision turbulence and murder since it's an everyday occurrence. I envision turbulence and murder since it's an everyday occurrence. I envision turbulence and murder since it's an everyday occurrence.
Apparently this one's a remix. Turbulence. I'm not too crazy on this song, I can't lie. I don't know, this one felt like it was lacking in a little bit of the charm of the rest of the album. I just didn't really find myself getting too invested in this track. Still, production's incredible. Still, the vocals are likable enough. And, I don't know, there was some interesting stuff in the writing, like the I envision turbulence and murder since it's an everyday occurrence. Like, the repetition of that was pretty cool. But besides that, I felt like this song was just lacking a bit of charm of the rest of the album. It's a high 6 for me. The Fantabulous Rap Extravaganza 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out the rap battle of the century 3030.
Why are the lyrics written in Spanish? Why are there what the hell? What is this? Why are there so many... Huh? Shout out Spotify, I guess. Battlesong.
Interplanetary adversaries battling for supremacy. Sounds like a good way to build up my infamy. Soon as automators sent for me, we headed over to receive our registration forms from the Galactic Embassy.
Yes, may I help you?
Remember me? To escape a global panic, we had to intercede.
Oh, you're here for the battle forms?
Yeah, can we get them for free?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to
bust up into
So this song is about him going into space and having 3 rap battles on different planets with different creatures. One with a shadow, one with an alien, and then... what was the other one? First one was on Mercury, second one was on Pluto where he battles with Shadow, and lastly he battles a challenger named Qsar when he arrives on Sicilia, an Earth colony. Okay. Thank you, genius.
Team lean toward his dome piece of ream the back of his neck with a cranial destruction
what?
siphon.
Huh?
Squeezed out his brain like juice, like a python.
Okay. That song's about him traveling through space and just having rap battles with a bunch of different creatures and then murdering them afterwards. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like the concept of that track was actually very fun. It was put across actually really, really well. I think that it had some of the most engaging writing on the album up to this point, and also the beat on that one was absolutely fantastic. Like 8.7, I think. Love story.
Yeah. That's what it's all, man. One for you, two for me. Three for you, 15 for me. 20 for you. Now check it out. Yo, I just won 10 grand.
Hey baby, you looking real fine. You're behind, you got 3 booty cheeks. That's kind of unique for this planet. But what's that mean? You hit the hot spot over here. I got a few sandwiches stuff in there we can be eating. That's cool, yo. You have one eye, they go tripping.
That one was very fun. That one leaned into the goofiness a lot. You have this whole ending bit where he's talking in a robot voice, just saying the most random crap ever, doing like the worst way of asking this person out on a date imaginable. That was a very fun track. Very fun one. Yeah, I'd give that one a low 8. Alright, we're on the final full song, Memory Loss. Then after that we got a little skit, and then we're done.
Hey, you try to get over, you're gonna go under. Stupid ass niggas is gonna rape a hoe. A few out of 1,000.
They gotta do what?
Trying to get over. People have a memory loss. They trying to get over. People have a memory loss.
Apparently this song is about Del talking to the people from where he's from, trying to get the city back to how it was. Because in the state it's in, it's full of oppression and violence. Ooh. Song was a very nice closer, very fitting closer. It's a very heartfelt tribute from Del to the city he was from, asking the people there to try and restore it to its former glory because the state it's in is full of oppression and violence, and he wants it to change. And I think that's a very sweet way to close this album, and it's a nice way to tie it into the overall concept with it essentially, with the very brutal, violent world that this album takes place in, essentially being a metaphor for that. Assman640 is the perfect 2000s gamer tag. Alright. Feeling a high 8 on this song. No rating for the next one, because I already know it's going to be a skit, so it doesn't even matter. Here we go. Little skit at the end. We'll listen to it.
It's the year 30.
Oh, the Assman640 speaks, I see. Oh, that's Damon Albarn, I think.
Institutional bank of time. We find ourselves reflecting. Finding out that in fact we came back. We were always coming back.
It's a skit at the end. I legit do not care about that. That was Deltron 3030's self-titled album. It was a very fun album. It was very, very fun. I don't know, despite the fact that I wasn't really crazy on the vast majority of the skits, I still found this album to be a really, really fun time. Lots of really fun world building and storytelling. The vocal performances from Del the Funky Homo Sapien are fantastic. The sampling and the production in general is incredible. All of the beats work super well. There's like a song or two in here that I wouldn't really see myself coming back to all that much in terms of like actual full-length tracks. But outside of that, I think this is just a really, really great concept hip-hop album that works super, super well from front to back. Thank you very much, Chivo, for sending this in. Wasn't crazy about it, but not bad. That's fair. That's fair. Let me fill in my scores on album of the year real quick, and then I'll do the calculations of what my overall score is. There we go. I somehow ended up with like a 5 out of 10 on my first calculation there because I'm an idiot. This album is an 8.3 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Massive thanks again to Chivo for editing this one. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you think of this album down below. Make sure you like and sub if you haven't. We're on our way to 3K. Links in the description to my Discord, my album of the year, my Twitter, and my other channels. Check those out if you haven't. And I will see you all whenever I next stream or upload. Bye bye.